The war between the northern and southern states had been going on for more than a year. Men of all ages around Madison, New York were worried they'd soon be drafted, but not Joseph Henry Hart. In September of 1862, when he was 19 years old, Joseph enlisted as a private for the Union Army. His parents in Smithfield, New York, had died one day apart when he was a kid, and he had been working as a farm laborer on his sister and brother-in-law's farm ever since. Joseph fought in two battles, the first being the Battle of Chancellorsville in Virginia in May of 1863, just after his training. The second battle, however, would change his life. On July 1st, 1863, they were marching north to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. By noon, they could hear the cannons. They saw residents packing up and leaving as fast as they could, while others stood along the road to hand the soldiers pails of water to drink. In a cornfield near Carlisle Road, the shelling began, and Joseph hugged the ground with all his might. They moved to form a line and fired shots back and forth for 20 minutes, but it felt like years. They'd surge forward and be pushed back. They lost 4 officers in the fight until finally ordered to retreat. Joseph saw the color guard dead and the flag on the ground, so he held it high and ran, but this made him a target. After just a few paces, he felt the searing pain of a bullet go straight through his right leg above his knee, but he kept running. He tossed the flag to his friend Irwin Sales from Clockville, New York. As he did, he heard the captain for the Confederates yell, "Now we have those damn Yanks where we want them, on the run." Joseph capped his gun and fired at the first Confederate soldier he could see, the captain. He shot and watched the captain throw his hands in the air as he fell to the ground. It was the only time Joseph knew for sure he had shot someone. He was immediately captured and held prisoner for 3 days. He actually played euchre with some of the Confederate soldiers while in the makeshift hospital and, quote, found them quite genial, whole-souled fellows, much to my surprise. Joseph was released and sent to Alexandria, Virginia, where he joined the Invalid Corps because even though he was wounded, he still wanted to help the cause. In 1864, he was discharged and returned home. He fell in love with Miss Florilla Parker, a schoolteacher in Stockbridge, New York, and they were married in 1868. The two had a prosperous hop farm near Bouckville where they raised 4 kids, Arthur, Earl, Ernest, and Lena. After retiring, Joseph and Florilla moved to Court Street in Wampsville, New York, but were returned here to Madison to be buried. Joseph passed away in 1914 when he was 71 years old, and Florilla lived to be 93, dying in 1935.